Gayatri Mantra. In Om, we have the sounds and the silence. The A, U, and M are three sounds and are called the matras. The silence is the common principle called the amatra Om, which represents the thing in itself and remains all the time and is also all pervading throughout the awaking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep state. This is the basis of the law of memory. The law of memory. It states that the rememberer and the experiencer must be one and the same individual, or else memory is impossible. So, if we remember all our experiences in all the three states, there must be a single common factor which was a witness of all the happenings in all three states, which was present in the waking world, illumined the dream, and was observer of the deep sleep world, yet not conditioned by any of them. This is conceived as the fourth state, Turiya, which is the real, the changeless, the intelligent principle. The symbol Om symbolizes both the visible sphere of the names and forms and also the transcendental, timeless sphere of the imperishable being, which is both beyond and yet one with it. Thus, Om represents all the four states comprising the totality. As the sound M manifests itself, grows, becomes transformed in the vocal quality, and finally subsides itself in the silence that follows, so to the four states. The Om is potentially present in silence, and when it manifests as fleeting and changing, the silence still abides. That is, during creation, manifestation, and dissolution of the universe, it is present transcendentally. Om is also called the Nad Brahma or the Sphota, which is inexpressible. Om particularizes it the least and also most approximately expresses its nature. Om is the generalized symbol of all possible sounds. Swami Chinmayananda says, the letter A is the least differentiate of all sounds. Again, all articulate sounds are produced in the space within the mouth, beginning with the root of the tongue and ending at the lips. The throat sound is A and M is the last lip sound. And U exactly represents the rolling forward of the impulse which begins at the roots of the tongue, continuing till it ends in the lips. Om can be considered as the fittest symbol of Sphota as it represents the whole phenomenon of sound production. A symbol can never be separated from what it represents. As Sphota is the finer side of the world we see, is nearer to God, and can be the finest manifestation of the divine knowledge, so it is truly symbolic of God. In its silent significance, Om represents both the manifest and the unmanifest, or the entire subtle and gross worlds, or the field of experiences, that is lokas. There are 14 lokas, 7 higher and 7 lower worlds. In Bhuvar Loka, the physical earth, Bhuvar Loka, the adjacent to the physical, constituted of finer matter, and the Swarga Loka, the heavenly world, the limited ego center reincarnates repeatedly. Besides the Bhur, Bhuvar, and the Swarga, the higher three lokas, the other four higher lokas are the Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, where the ego moves to enjoy a higher evolutionary life. Indralok, Chandralok, Suryalok, Pitralok, etc. are special realms within the higher lokas. Below these seven worlds, there are seven lower worlds called talas. They are called Patalam, Mahatalam, Rasatalam, Talatalam, Sutalam, Vitalam, and Atalam. Out of the 14 lokas, the Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha denoting the three worlds are called Vihartis. These Vihartis are chanted in the Gayatri Mantra where one visualizes them disappearing in Om. Subjectively, these are identified with the three states the awake, dream, and deep sleep states of consciousness, transcending which is the realm of the infinite. Thus, the Vihartis in the Gayatri represent the entire world of subjective and the objective experiences of man.